I would love to have two lofts in Tribeca right around the corner for each other. $20,000 for this loft, $20,000 for that loft around the corner. So you got $40,000 a month for just lofts. Airfare, flying everywhere.
$40,000 a month just in lofts. That's it. In New York, what about the mansions in London? What about the houses in LA?
I mean, I was a millionaire when I was a teenager, so it was too easy for me, I think. You know what I mean? It wasn't even an issue, a millionaire. I've been a millionaire to myself since I was 15.
And it's wild because I won't go too deep into Dame Dash's past, but we know how he started out somewhat in the game. And when you making money that fast and that quick at that age, you're not really going to respect it. Like if I hand somebody $100 right now just off the street, they're not going to respect that 100. They're going to go do something stupid with, oh, I just got 100. They're not going to go invest it in the stock market. They're not going to save it for the next 2 to 3. No, they're going to spend it that very day.
The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now.
Welcome back. What's good? This is the Furious Robinson podcast, and I'm your host, Furious, your curator of conversation, wordsmith aficionado, voted most likely to have an amazing first day back dabbling in the dark arts. And if you're here, tap in early, hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. I'm here to build. You see the planes. This is a Sick Times Media production. But anyways, what's going on with Dame Dash, man? Dame Dash is out here looking like burnt bacon, bro. It's that time. This is old man rhetoric now. This is old man game. I'm not trying to hear none of this internet babble. Bro, I don't want to hear no grown-ass man talking about I should be a billionaire. I should be rich off of how many people I helped.
You and Kevin, y'all still talk?
I mean, yeah, you don't help, but yeah, I'll be cutting Kev up.
What she mean by he don't help?
Like I'll be like, yo, could you he won't help me promote anything I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, to me, the amount of people that I actually put on, I should never be broke, ever in life. I should never have to fund nothing. I should never have to struggle. I should just look like, it should just be an anonymous bag with money all the time. The amount of people whose lives I've changed.
He blew it.
Yo, these men are not here to save you. Nobody's going to save you. When we look at grown-ass men, and I got to use Dame Dash as the point of contention here because I never want to sit around and say, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. This is shoulda, coulda, woulda internet babble. Come on, brother. If you really getting it out the mud, if you really standing 10 toes down, you gonna shut the fuck up. That's just is what it is and handle business in real time. Ain't no way you out here blaming Kevin Hart, Jay-Z, Joe Budden, Cameron, Nori. You got all these people that you can essentially move accountability on. Like you want to push the accountability to those men instead of saying, nah, I'm going to take ownership in being the industry asshole. I'm going to take ownership in burning 10 million bridges, so much so no one wants to work with me anymore. No one wants to help me. It's because of you. You got to take ownership in what you were doing back in the 90s and 2000s, Dame. It's time to come to the front of the congregation.
I really don't like to wear anything more than twice. I don't want to say I'm superficial or anything, but I do like good clothes. I do like good jewelry. I just like quality of things. I like a certain quality of living. I don't really call it pretentious.
And we saw your lifestyle. Your lifestyle was insane, bro. The fact that you started a watch company just so you could flex. Fun fact, bro, Dame was walking around with a massive watch, just like one in the video with its face on it. You know how narcissistic and egotistical you have to be to put your own face on a watch and then try to upcharge other people to buy it? Come on, bro. You can't make these things up. But this is the lifestyle that these guys live, and then they blame other men.
For a night on the town, Dash steps into his chauffeur-driven luxury car, worth more than $500,000.
Damn. A half a ticket. Woo! That's what I like to see. I like to see 500 M's just on the car. And that's for that day. That might be a light Tuesday for Dame Dash. Because a lot of people spoke to his lifestyle, and we really gonna unpack it. You cannot tell me a lie, bro. If you out here flexing every single day, you flying private, you in fancy Maybachs and Rolls Royces with the driver, you out here at the Michelin star restaurants, and you always got a baddie around you, yeah, you gonna run out of money, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You gonna run out of money. It's just a matter of time.
I love every kind of money. I love the dollar. I love the euro. I love the yen. I love the franc. I love all that, which means I gotta be in all those different places. I love all kind of women. I love all kind of jewelry. I love everything.
And this is the nasty part about it. Yo, you a slave to the almighty dollar. Dame Dash is a slave to the dollar, bro. It ain't no way you telling me you up M's, you got businesses, you got companies, and you have a massive influence and power, and you fumble it all because of your ego. It comes down to just having a massive ego and not understanding, okay, I'm in a good position. Let me start to put things in play. Let me start to add other A players to my team so my team is structurally sound from the bottom up. No, Dame is out here flying private. He in LA one weekend. He in London one weekend. He in Dubai. Like, it's too much, bro. We got to know when to say when and stop. So now you can't say, yo, you helped so many people, but at what cost? They're not your indentured servant. They not gonna save you, Dame. You gotta save yourself and take some accountability, my guy. This is nasty work.
And Dame know this more than anybody else. You can't stop hustling. All them people Dame put on that he named, it wasn't like they got a chunk of money and stopped. Everybody kept hustling. They kept going. You did put Kevin Hart in his first movie. I was actually in that movie with Kevin Hart, Paper Soldiers. And you have to be thankful for the opportunity. But did Kevin Hart keep going on and doing a bunch of other shit? Yeah, he wouldn't be Kevin Hart just from being Kevin Hart from Paper Soldiers.
Let's wake it up, bro. When I Google Kevin Hart, Paper Soldiers is not popping up, dog. Like, we not going to make it seem like Paper Soldiers was Avatar. We not going to make it seem like Paper Soldiers was Do the Right. Come on, Dame Dash. You are too narcissistic for your own good. This is the moment in time where you have to come back to reality. This is a learning lesson for all men. When you get too big and your ego is too inflated and you have 10,000 yes men around you. Yes, they populate like NPCs, like Mr. Mises. They're just everywhere. When you got all these yes men around you and no one is telling you the truth, it's time to look inward, because now you're the only one that can save you. That's it. Dame Dash is blaming other men because he's broke. And when you're broke, you go into this place. It's like being in the Sahara Desert with no water. And you looking around and you don't see nobody. You going delusional now. You seeing things. You seeing things that's not there. That's Dame Dash in real time. He's seeing shit that's not even there. Bro, nobody's going to help you.
I got to realize something. When someone says $1 million money, hell no, it ain't no money. Nigga, I owe $8 million in taxes right now in one state. $1 million ain't gonna help me.
Damon Dash was allegedly auctioning off his sneaker collection and some RIAA plaques from Rockefeller on eBay. I'm looking at what some of these items are going for. One of them is already up to $66,000.
What is it?
That's
the plaque.
Reasonable doubt. Framed gold platinum record.
Wait, what? I could find a reasonable doubt plaque on eBay? From the great Dame himself? When you moving around in so many different cities, because he broke it down, and I'll give some quick context. Dame has a mansion in every major city. London, Miami, LA, New York, penthouses in Tribeca, etc., etc. So somehow, some way, he just forgot about a house. He just left his stuff and they're auctioning it off. This is terrible money mismanagement from a grown man, from a mogul, from a tycoon, quote unquote. This is how you manage your money. You just forget you have a house full of reasonable doubt plaques, sneak, everything, the nines. Come on, bro. This is sick work.
I would love to do the things Dame did. Fly private for 5 years straight. Buy 2 mansions in London. You got a mansion in London just for your niggas, and then a personal mansion in London for something else, or renting them or whatever. You just got mansions in London. We not even from London.
Yo, we not. We not even from London. Why do you have 2 mansions in London? You're from New York, bro. Get you a smooth house somewhere outside of the city where you can drive in real quick. Maybe in the outskirts of Jersey. Who knows? Right? Or maybe if you want to live on a different coast, cool. Go ahead and move to, Malibu, whatever. But don't have a house in every city. We got to stop living in this fallacy land and come back to reality. If you drop in bread on multiple things, that means you have bills, right? Like, you create your own headaches. If I go ahead and buy a mansion, I'm going to have to maintain that mansion. There's not going to be some magical genie that comes out of nowhere and just starts to take care of the mansion. I get more. No, I have to work harder.
I mean, I was a millionaire when I was a teenager, so it was too easy for me, I think. You know what I mean? It wasn't even an issue, a millionaire. I've been a millionaire to myself since I was 15.
And it's wild because I won't go too deep into Dame Dash's past, but we know how he started out somewhat in the game. And when you making money that fast and that quick at that age, you're not really going to respect it. Like, if I hand somebody $100 right now just off the street, they're not going to respect that 100. They're going to go do something stupid with, oh, I just got 100. They're not going to go invest it in the stock market. They're not going to save it for the next 2 to 3. No, they're going to spend it that very day. So when you get $1 million or M's at 15 years old, you don't respect money. And we see what happens now. We see the end story to that game. You go broke and you don't really respect people because it's not and that's the biggest thing to me. It's not the nature of just mismanaging your money. It's how you treat people when you did have bread, when you were really up, when you were flying private for 5 years. How did you treat the stewardess? How did you treat the people on the tarmac, the TSA workers, the people at the restaurants, your own team, your staff?
I would love to have 2 lofts in Tribeca right around the corner for each other. 20,000 for this loft, 20,000 for that loft around the corner. So you got $40,000 a month for just lofts. Airfare, flying everywhere.
$40,000 a month just in lofts. That's it. In New York. What about the mansions in London? What about the houses in LA? Yo, that's why I have no sympathy. Because as a man, if you're going to really do all of these things, you got to take heed for your actions. Like, we can't just be like, yeah, somebody need to save Dame. Yeah, the industry did him dirty. No, we didn't sign these contracts. We didn't buy this stuff for you. Come on, bro. And then now when all your assets getting liquidated, you got all this tax money to pay back because you didn't manage your money well and you treated people like crap. So now your lawyers, agents, and maybe the people around you, your fiduciaries at that, that's the craziest part. Your CPAs at that don't even like you. So now they just like, whatever. Let him buy the 3rd Rolls Royce. Let him buy the 8th mansion. Who cares? I'm getting my fee anyway. And that's the nasty game that you play.
Dame's antics were just, it became like people also over time, you mature. Right. It's like you didn't have friends at 16, but by the time you turned 19, they were still doing the same shit that you was 16, and you're like, I can't. Like, we gotta.
Like, that's just not gonna win out here. You gotta move with integrity. You gotta move as a man. And when I heard a lot of the stories and when I did my research, yo, Dame travels around with a team of women and cameras. He's like doing day-to-day vlogs while everybody is in the office working. Then he'll come back and say, yo, why you ain't tell me this happened? Bro, you on a yacht somewhere in Croatia. You don't care. If you not bunkered down here with me in the trenches, I'm not about to be third party relaying no messages to you while you get topped off on a boat. Like, we got to stop the madness. And this is how a lot of men operate. They want to remove themselves from accountability when things go left.
Dame wouldn't change. The way he spoke to people, the way he treated people. He was angry.
About what? Bro, you getting paper.
Yo, if anything, the money made it worse because you could just look at the Breakfast Club interview. This man went nuts on the average 9-to-5 worker saying, yo, if you have a boss, you have a daddy.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Where's the watch brand? Where's Rockefeller? We got to wake it up. I hate when people flop, fumble, fail in real time and then try to come at you in a certain way like, yo, you don't see your house on fire over there? Like, your shit is on fire, and now you trying to cut, like, this don't even make no sense. So I'm looking at Dame very crazy because he continues to do these chatty patty interviews and then he's being a hypocrite.
The people around him wanted to meet with other people.
Right.
People were becoming less beholden to him, but he was unaware of it. Then he would while he was building businesses, which partly he would go off all around the world with cameras and girls and all kinds of crazy shit, and then come back flipping out on everybody as if,
they were wrong.
Yeah. Or like, why'd you guys do all this shit without me? Like, bro, you didn't build a business that was so operationally tight that you could just go away and come back and shit be the same and all that shit. It wasn't even like that.
Dame Dash is a company killer because at the end of the day, when you go to the job, it's not really the name on the building. Like, sure, that would be dope. I go into the office, I work at Google, I work at Tesla, I work at enter any dope company. I work at UMG, whatever. If I don't actually like the people that are inside of the building, if I feel sick to my stomach because I know I got to work with Derek in IT and he's an asshole, I'm going to kill myself at the end of the day, figuratively. Like, I just don't want to be there anymore. I'm going to be like, damn, bro, this is a headache. So I'm looking at that when I look at this Dame Dash situation. Nobody wants to work with this guy. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how well you can do business. If you are a nut on the job.
The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now.
Ops gonna cook you in real time. 50 called it out. This man said $1 million was no money and now you're broke. I can curate content like this because at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, this is some hypocritical babble. This makes no sense to me. This man should be up. He was with the likes of Jay-Z and Biggs, breaking acts like Kanye, Noriega, because all of those people are still up. All of those people continue to hustle, continue to get it out the mud and grind. But what did Dame Dash do? Oh, let me start being a chatty patty. Let me start blaming Jay. Let me start blaming everybody else for my failures.
I can't even have no money until I make at least $16 million. I got to pay the taxes. If I got $5 million, they taking it.
Because what I said, like,
because you ain't helped them for them, you helped them for you.
Like, if you're helping
From the heart.
then you're helping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you help Kevin Hart get in his first movie or whatever that shit is he be saying. Good. I don't know that means for the next however many years I have to be indebted.
And that's my bigger point in this entire video. If I help you, bro, it's just off the strength. It's just off the love, man. Give it back if you want to, but ideally do your thing and continue to elevate. That's how I'm trying to build with my kings and with my brothers. This dude, Dame Dash, is an egotistical asshole. He's saying, yo, I helped you. Now you got to help me. You owe me 10%. You owe me 3%. I put you in your first movie, Kevin Hart. I put you in Paper Soldiers. Lo and behold, bro, we don't know you for none of that. Like, I don't know Kevin Hart for Paper Soldiers. I know him for his comedic. Where was I going with that? Oh, let me just rewind that back. Yeah, so that's the bigger thing. And that's the bigger point to me. Yo, when you doing something, do it for the love. Do it off the strength, off the muscle, because that's your bro. And you trying to see him elevate. Don't do it with the aspect of you getting 3% or 10% off the top or this being a business deal. Because when you move like that, now I know it's just like you got a hidden agenda. And at any moment in time, I could get the back end of the sword. And I'm not really trying to be around nobody like that. And Dame seems to be that guy. He seems to be somebody you can't trust, but also at the end of the day, he has a large and sick ego. And when you have these narcissistic, egotistical, just weird, self-centered egos in any industry, usually it's going to fail because people can't deal with that for so long. It's just going to be a burnout in real time. I've talked enough. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is Dame Dash really here for the people? Did he create the industry and give us the likes of Kanye, Noriega, Jay, Rockefeller? We know the things. Or is he out here chatting shit in real time, pure internet babble? Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. This is the Furious Robinson podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we up.